So, for the longest time, I really thought that I understood what self love was, what it meant, and that I loved myself. Like, I could list all these things about myself that I liked, like I would look in the mirror and think, yeah, I like that. And I could say all the nice things about myself, like I'm smart and I'm confident and I'm capable, and be like, yeah, I love myself. And so it took a really, really long time before I realized that I didn't. And I only really liked the best versions of myself. I loved myself when I was doing the things I was supposed to be doing, when I was doing the things I'd said I was going to do, when I was looking the way I felt like I was supposed to be looking, even when I was feeling the way I felt like I was supposed to be feeling. Then I loved that me. I loved those parts of me. But anything else, if I was making mistakes, if I wasn't getting things done in my life, in the world, wherever, anything else, and it's like I was my biggest enemy. I would be so self-critical, like, saying things to myself like, you're so slow, why can't you get this? Like, do you want to be left behind? You're so dumb, why are you being so dumb? Things like that. And that's when I'd start comparing myself with other people too. Like, you see that person, they're doing that, why can't you do the same thing? Or you're gonna get left behind. Things like, just really not very nice things to myself. Sometimes as a way to try to motivate myself as well, which is so funny because if I was talking to like my friend, or anyone else that I cared about, and they came to me saying, oh, I made a mistake with this, I was so quick to say, it's okay, like, people make mistakes, you can just try again. And I would really mean it too, but not for me though. Or, if one of my friends came and said that, oh, they didn't get the job, or they didn't get the thing, or, they tried at something and it just didn't work out, I was so quick to say, it's okay. Like, what's important is that you tried, and I'm so proud of you for even putting yourself out there, and it just means it wasn't for you. But not for me though. If I didn't get something, then I was a failure. And then I would tell myself, it's because I hold myself to like a higher standard, a different standard. That's just how I am. Like, no, babe. The standard is that you don't like yourself. And because of that, you can only be happy with yourself and accept yourself when you're doing things that you feel are worthy of receiving love. You can't just you can't just exist and be deserving of good and amazing things. Like, you have to do something. And see, that's not true self-love, because true self-love is unconditional. It's being able to take yourself in all of your states, whatever they are, and loving every single one of them. It's not rejecting or shaming or criticizing any part of you, because it's all you. It's being able to take yourself, even when you're not looking your best or feeling your best or whatever it is, and still believing that those versions of you, those parts of you, still are deserving of happiness and love and good things, that you don't have to do anything to be worthy of receiving. And it's about forgiving yourself when you don't show up the way you would have wanted to show up. So loving yourself isn't just about all the nice things you could say about yourself, although that's a good exercise. It's really about being your own biggest support. And so you encourage yourself when you're feeling low, and you praise yourself when you do well, and you listen to yourself when you're tired, or when you're sad, or when you just don't feel so great, and you accept all of it without judging it and without trying to change it, without trying to make yourself fit into some box that you think you're supposed to fit into, or make the way that you are fit into some way that you think it's supposed to be. So look at how you feel, how you treat yourself, how you talk to yourself, what you think of yourself whenever you're not whatever you think the best version of you is. That will probably tell you whether or not you truly love yourself. And if you don't, now you can start. And I almost forgot the most important part. Until you learn what it truly means to love yourself, you will go from goal to goal, job to job, achievement to achievement, hoping that the next thing will finally give you that lasting feeling of satisfaction or success, never realizing that the thing you're really looking for is to be at peace with yourself.